This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1540, 4 Action Steps to Becoming More Mindful by Katie Ping of moreofwhatmattersblog.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your very own personal narrator. I read to you from some of the best blogs in the world every day, covering personal development and growth, lifestyle, minimalism, and more. If you enjoy the show, please share it with someone. That's how I can keep this podcast going. It's with your help. But I'll keep this intro short, so let's get right to it and continue optimizing your life. 4 Action Steps to Becoming More Mindful by Katie Ping of moreofwhatmattersblog.com. There's nothing wrong with contemplating the past or future, weighing the outcomes on a decision, however big or small, reacting to something we experience, a bitter taste, a delayed meeting, a moment of displeasure or excitement. There's nothing wrong with worrying or venting or becoming distracted, but do not spend all of your time there. In fact, spend little time within these spaces. The ability to control outcomes lies within the present moment. Stay here, live here, thrive here, drink it up. Every sound, every sight, every taste, every feeling and sensation, the good ones and the bad ones, and the neutral ones. The thoughts that do not serve you, let those go. Replace them with thoughts that make you feel alive. The thoughts that wrap you with love, inspiration, and feelings of peace will revive your soul. And then most important of all, let those thoughts go, the good ones and the bad ones and the neutral ones. Let them go so you can live within this moment, this one that we have right now and will never have again. To practice mindfulness, become an observer. We live in a social world where people feel the desire to be heard and seen and noticed. Feel empowerment in voicing your opinions and beliefs. Feel the goodness that rushes through your body when you are acknowledged or credited for your skills and talents. Do that, but also be an observer. Notice the lessons others are sharing, the stories they're telling. Feel the goodness that rushes through your body when you discover or rediscover or seek out or stumble upon a little piece of nature's beauty. Watch the birds swooping through your yard, notice their coloring, and explore your curiosities about them. Feel the embrace of an old friend and the feelings of support and love that are exchanged in this moment. Listen to the trees swaying as their leaves brush against each other in the wind. Let it make you feel both larger than life and a small speck on this earth. Action. Take a walk in nature and notice what you might normally miss. Observe the actions of a living being, your spouse, your child, your dog, a stranger out the window, or a spider on the wall, interacting with the world around them. To practice mindfulness, turn down the volume of your thoughts to turn up your vibration. Hi, I see you there. I hear you. But now you are free to go. This is how we approach thoughts in meditation. This is how we can approach thoughts in our daily lives in order to separate ourselves from the constant flow of fears, judgments, dreams, etc. Some days are easier than others when it comes to quieting the chatter in our minds. Work at it each day until it becomes part of your process. Not every thought that enters our minds will be one we're proud of. Notice these too, and then change them into what you would prefer to hear. Change them to what is actually true. Change them enough times and they will change you. Action. When you're driving in your car, take a moment to list 5 things you're grateful for. There's nothing that turns down the volume of your thoughts quicker than focusing on all that you have. It'll be so easy to list 5, you'll want to keep going. To practice mindfulness, be here now. Through the good moments and the moments we'd rather rush through, be here now. Sit with intention, breathe deeply, absorb all of the happiness of a moment in your life, even the most ordinary of moments. This is the moment you have. Embrace it, and then let it go free. Action. Try to meditate for 1 minute per day or more. Sit, breathe, and you can even repeat a positive affirmation or mantra such as, I am here now. To practice mindfulness, accept that you will mess it up. That's why it's called a practice. You try, you do it, you try, you do it, you try again, you do it again. You get better at it. It becomes second nature. It makes you feel good, and the more you notice these good feelings, the more you'll live intentionally and within the present space. Know that every moment will not be lived with intention. You will stumble and get sidetracked and get caught up with the new Snapchat filters and trashy gossip headlines in line at the grocery store and the pressure of getting your to-do list completed and the demands of others and the guilt you feel when you don't meet others' expectations. So mess up and then return to the present moment as if it were your cue to come back, just as you are. Action. Forgive yourself for bad thoughts. Judgmental thoughts, self-critical thoughts, mean thoughts, jealous thoughts. Forgive yourself endlessly and always. Quote, each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters. Buddha, what you do now is what matters. Live in the now. You just listened to the post titled 4 Action Steps to Becoming More Mindful by Katie Ping of moreofwhatmattersblog.com. And thank you to BetterHelp. I'm really happy to mention them because it's such a great service. BetterHelp offers online counseling and therapy with licensed therapists from wherever you are and around your schedule. They have counselors specializing in depression, stress, anxiety, self-esteem, anger, grief, and so much more. Therapy can help improve your life in many different ways. We've heard it here on this show a bunch of times. And BetterHelp makes it super convenient in that there are 4 communication modes: text, chat, phone, and video, and available on desktop, mobile web, Android, and iOS apps. Anything you share is confidential. It's not a crisis line. This is professional counseling and therapy with licensed therapists, which is super important, but actually affordable with financial aid available. Best of all, it's a truly affordable option. Optimal Living Daily listeners get 10% off your first month with discount code OPTIMAL. So why not get started today? Go to betterhelp.com/optimal. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor you'll love. That's betterhelp.com/optimal. And I have that linked in this episode's description. Thank you to Katie. The action step of noticing your surroundings is a nice one to move your brain from constant inward thought to something more external. One that my meditation teacher had us do in college was to simply observe shadows, actually. Don't do this while driving, but maybe when you're walking, try it. Look at the shadows instead of the objects themselves and simply notice them to get out of your head and become present. And I like that she said we won't always be present. That's not the goal. There is no end game with meditation or a place you reach. Kind of like exercising. We keep doing it because it's good for us. Meditating for hours or even just minutes a day help us to catch those negative thoughts and let them go quickly instead of letting them spiral out of control and going from one negative thought to another. It's a great skill to have. By the way, I had a popular meditation instructor, Shell Hamilton, walk us through a meditation in episode 1500. You can check that out if you want to go through one. But I'll leave it there for today. Hope you're having a great Friday, and I'll see you over the weekend where your optimal life awaits.